there a way we can have, healthy drinking? I mean, is there a process or things we could do?
That's a great question, Noel, and that's the purpose of this. The main purpose of this video is there's plenty of things we can do. We can stay hydrated. I've got one recipe here where you get the lemon, electrolytes, and minerals in the lemon. Crush the lemon. Okay, you crush the lemon in your juicer. Okay. This is also a sports drink I designed many years ago as a natural therapist for people who play sports, going to the gym. It's almost like a naturopathic Gatorade. So you crush the lemon, you pour that lemon juice into a jug, right? You get a pinch of sea salt, nice healthy pinch of sea salt, minerals. So we're putting electrolytes and minerals together. Then you get some spring water, or filtered water, or if you're lucky enough, rainwater if you live on a farm, etc. You pour that in into your jug. Now if it's a hot day, you put some ice in there. And what you're making here is a naturopathic Gatorade. So what you got, there's electrolytes and minerals. Now you get your, in this instance, a chopstick. Stir that up. Now you can, all those fluoro drinks that you buy in the stores and all that, in the bin. This is what you should be drinking before, and hopefully during drinking and after, to stay hydrated. Because that's now cell nutrition. So what your cell's losing, that's a cellular nutrition. Your cells are feeding off that drink. And you put, another thing I recommend is also, don't throw the lemon skin out, chop that up and put it in it. Because the lemon skin is a superfood. Maybe even add another chopped lemon into that, and some crushed ice or whatever if it's a hot day. You can also use this as a spritzer to dilute alcoholic beverages. Put some ice with that. So you might put that with some wine, or might put that with your spirits. So you're actually putting hydration factors back into your body. And also, the other thing with lemon juice, it's liver friendly. It increases liver metabolism. And the skin of the liver, the skin of the lemon is hepatoprotective. Protects the liver from damage from the aldehyde. Also, if we eat some low-carb tapas while we're drinking, and in a few videos here I'm going to show you some low-carb tapas. We've got here some guacamole, perfect low-carb tapas. Put that with some sour cream. We've got here some nuts, which I've dry roasted. What you do with those nuts, you maybe dress them with some olive oil. Oh, that's macadamia oil. Okay, put some sea salt with that. Some smoky paprika. Okay, so what you're doing, you're giving your nuts a bit of a flavour here. You toss them, okay, and put some more oil with that, and that's what you're nibbling while you're drinking. So you're keeping your hydration up. You're actually having food with the alcohol is a very healthy tip. Low carb. Low carb's also very important. You might want to try some of those nuts. No?
Okay.
Basically, low carb's really important because a lot of alcoholic drinks spike your insulin. As your blood sugars are rising, insulin has to come and compete with, actually push your insulin blood sugars down. So if you're having like chips and potatoes and pasta and bread with your alcohol, that exacerbates the insulin spike, which is part of the problem. The insulin spike is then there's going to be a crash, and that's when people get sleepy and tired. It's not just the amount of what you're drinking, it's the actual blood sugar crash that gives people fatigue behind the wheel. Drinking slowly, in smaller sips as well. Have a smaller sips of drinking slowly. I've got another tip that I do, is you're sipping your Sauvignon Blanc and you put it further away from you. Okay? So when you're talking, because if you're holding your hand, your sip rate can be higher. If you put it away from you, you're talking and then you have to think about having another sip. So it's only a 1%er. That helps a lot, putting a drink away from you. But if you're in a public area, make sure you keep your eye on the drink. Okay, make sure you keep your eye on it. Taking some activated B vitamins. Your liver has to activate B vitamins, so if you take activated B vitamins, it saves your liver the trouble of having to activate the B vitamins while it's under a little bit of metabolic function. Also the quality of beverages, like a really good quality boutique wines, really good quality brewed beer from natural ingredients. This is going to give your liver a massive head start, not having to process so much 220 sulfur dioxides and sulfur compounds. Dilute the alcohol where possible. Like I said, you make spritzers. Just because you buy the wine or the spirit in that form doesn't mean you drink in that form. You can dilute soda water or the spritzer here. That's a sea salt, lemon water, and electrolyte drink. Eat before you're drinking and during drinking. I find another good thing to do is not to get caught in rounds, because very often if you get caught in drinking in rounds, you actually end up, the fastest drinker ends up setting the pace of the rounds, and then you can get caught behind and end up drinking too much. So try and opt out of rounds if you can. I've got another little catchphrase that I use, Noel, which is called a no more than 4. So if you're not really celebrating any special occasion, just sort of have a fairly strong point where you can stop. No more than 4 is a good one. Sometimes I go no more than 2. If I'm driving, it's 0 to 1.
So drinking a can is not a good idea.
Carson?
Yeah.
If that was done over a whole weekend, 1 drink every hour, etc. What do you think here, Noel? No? And there's another thing, Noel. Very cheeky question. You can drink that carton over a whole long weekend. I think that one of the things about drinking alcohol is to do it maturely and wisely.
Yeah,
No matter what you're drinking and doing. And if you're at a celebration, have a few more. Have a taxi or a lift already pre-organised. But another thing I haven't mentioned before we wrap up this video is glutathione, which is a compound the body makes from amino acids cysteine, glutamate and glycine. And glutathione is hepatoprotective. It helps break down alcohol to acetaldehyde to acetate. Okay, so as we run down in glutathione when we're drinking, we're running down in glutathione. That attributes to a greater hangover. So if you actually put all these factors I've talked about, is that making this drink, putting that in a sports bottle. Now that doesn't have to be in a jug. You pour that into a sports bottle, take it with you. Take it with you even to the restaurant, have that there. Taking glutathione or cysteine, glutamate and glycine, we'll mention in another video. There's plenty of offshoots to these subjects we can do other videos on. So that, in a nutshell, is what alcohol is, how it's absorbed and metabolized, its effects on the body, and then stay hydrated, healthy drinking tips from your naturopathic chef, health food chef, and from Noel from Samso Media.